We can increase attendance, increase performance, and reduce violence by creating a safer school climate, and the solution is Safe School Ambassadors and programs that give kids the courage and confidence to make a difference. The best leverage point for change and reducing violence and bullying are students. Students hold the key to influencing the culture that allows these things to happen. What we know statistically is as many as 160,000 students stay home from school every day. They're afraid to come to school because of what somebody might say or do to them. Well, when they're not in school, what are they doing? Oftentimes, kids not in school are angry, depressed. They turn to alcohol, drugs, violence, crime. We would be better served to try to find ways to bring those kids into the campus and keep them there. But the only way we're going to do that is if the campus is a safer place for kids who don't feel welcome. So how do we do that? So the answer really lies in waking up the courage of other kids to begin to look out for each other, to stand up for each other, to speak up for each other. And then we can reduce the number of kids who stay at home because they recognize that school is a safe place.
It makes everyone feel safer at school and not have to worry about being bullied or being put down or left out.
Students see, hear, and know things that adults don't. Students can intervene in ways adults can't. Students are the first responders on the scene of an incident, most often before an adult ever knows about it.
You create an environment where students want to come to school. Okay, that's the bottom line. And when we take a look at attendance rates, and our attendance rates are at 97, 98%. That's very, very healthy for a middle school.
The most important part is that students feel like they're being looked to as being part of the solution, and I think that sends a real powerful message. As a decision maker, this is one of those programs that I see really helping students to help themselves as well as their peers to, again, change the school climate. Here's what's acceptable at our school, and really improve student learning by allowing students to come to school and feel safe.
I can actually help because I always thought kids can't help, it's the adults. But this SSA program has taught us that we can also help because kids, they listen to us, and it's a good rewarding feeling saying that you did something good for your school. You're in a program that encourage kids to be more into the school and into clubs, and we're just trying to stop bullying because it's not fun for anybody to be bullied.
When a Safe School Ambassador program is brought to a school, initially involves a 2-day training, 40 to 45 kids at the middle high or 30 to 35 kids at the elementary, and a handful of adults. So there's a ratio of about 1 to 6 and 1 to 7. It tends to run the length of the entire school day, so we mirror what the starting bell is and the ending bell, so that we've got 2 complete days to drop in and build community in the room across different kinds of kids, and enough time to really give them a chance to get comfortable in talking about the issue, and most importantly, enough time to practice and gain some confidence and competence in the 6 or 7 skills that we're teaching them to use. At the end of those 2 days, the kids leave, but the staff stays behind, so we have another 30 or 45 minutes to kind of debrief the day and how it went and prepare for the second day, and then to talk about what happens after we leave so the program can be sustained.
We have group meetings twice a month at lunchtime, and it's all volunteer for our staff. So our group leaders come in twice a month and talk to the kids about stuff that's going on campus. A lot of information comes from our students, and a lot of feedback comes from our group advisors to their students about how, once again, reiterate their role as a Safe School Ambassador.
The programs that are planned during our lunchtime are planned by the students and their advisors. And in there we also talk about situations, new techniques, or how to improve those techniques, or how we use those techniques in certain cases.
The trust is what makes the kids feel safe. To know that they can come to me and that everything that we say is really confidential, that I'm going to take the information that's given to me and to utilize it to best serve them as students.
These small groups are critical to sustaining the commitment of the kids. We need to make sure that there's a safety net under these young people who are sometimes breaking a code of silence and standing up against the larger culture that says don't get involved. What we found in the schools that really commit to meeting with the kids every couple of weeks and securing 30 or 45 minutes during the day, those small groups really become the glue and the reinforcement for sustaining the commitment, and it's those schools where the program really thrives and grows. What are we currently doing to deal with youth violence? What's it costing us to do the things we're already doing, and what's the expense of not doing this? If we don't invest in our kids, and they're not on the front lines where they can nip it in the bud or stop it before it gets serious, we're going to be paying tens of thousands of dollars in the cost of vandalism, in the cost of dropouts, in the cost of crime, in the cost of suspending kids and lost ADA.
All of this is about students and their being in school. That's our job. We're here as educators, and we're here to help make that experience for them, a very, very positive.
Talk to the young people, find out what types of mistreatment are going on in their school, because often, again, they're out of the view and the purvey of most administrators, and I think that once they listen to those youth voices and they find a way for the students to be able to have their own voice to address those situations, it really is something that can be a benefit to the school site. It's cost effective, and I think it really has shown an impact on school climate.
For low cost, we get the change in the culture. We get a safer school, we get higher performing kids, we get less incidents of violence. Everybody wins.